One day, he locked me out of the shelter. So Haji and I were in the tunnel, and we could see him in the shelter through the door. And we were in the tunnel, and all of a sudden, a beam of light came through the ceiling, surrounded Haji and I. And the next thing I know, I'm whisked up into some alien spaceship, and there's the real Mr. Cathead on this sort of it was like about the size of a frisbee, and just his head on there, and he's hovering around. They took me away to I didn't know at the time, but they have a base on the dark side of the moon, and one day there was some sort of malfunction going on in the spaceship, and no one was paying attention to me, so I was able to call into the show. And of course Haji had already told Dan about it, but I called right from the spaceship and let him know what was going on. This is before the torture started. They didn't start torturing me with the dentist young until after I was already on the base. Excuse my gesticulations. So anyway, I was there for about 6 weeks, and the ransom note was in, and they gave Dan plenty of time to get things together. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that. They wanted the Dodger tickets. Of course, that was not necessary because they didn't make it past the playoffs, and they wanted the 11 secret ingredients to Kentucky Fried Chicken. And as I said, he was only able to get 8 of those. So finally, they got desperate and started the torture, and I was able to convince them to let me go. So it was about 6 weeks. It was right at the end of August, and I believe October 16th show was the first one I called in after returning to the planet.
Good question. What did they look like?
Well, the main alien, if you've ever seen a banana slug, it looks like a giant banana slug, but they wear headphones. So they can listen to the show, of course. And I've never seen one in person because they were broadcasting from whatever planet they're actually on, or a base or something, to the base on the moon. So I saw a visualization of one, and it was the main one, Chiquita, was sitting behind a desk. So I'm not really sure how tall they are, or, you know, because it again was, you know, sitting behind a desk wearing a headset.